On select mattresses from Sealy, Serta, Sleepy's, and more. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
iHeartRadio brings you New to View, Streaming Edition.
Coming to Netflix next week, 21 takes a retrospective look at another year in the books. Anxious People is a Netflix miniseries about a bank robber failing to rob a cashless.
Here we go, 60 seconds.
The Times Square Killer is the next series. Netflix will post another season of The Stand-Ups next week, along with season 4 of Cobra Kai on the 31st. Over on Amazon Prime Video, Christian and Dustin Long write and direct the 2021 supernatural buddy comedy that comes to Prime on the 31st, along with the film Time Is Up, where a couple tries to reclaim their lives after an accident, 1 minute at a time, starring Bella Thorne. On December 29th, Disney
30 seconds.
Latest Star Wars series, The Book of Boba Fett. And on the 31st, Rob Lowe will host the Nat Geo series, 80s Top 10 on Disney+.
/ give me a little bit of volume.
Top 10 countdowns from a decade that still resonates today.
There we go, 15 seconds. We're going in.
Happy binging.
Right there. That's right where it was.
Your home for Villanova football is WDAS and WD27 3D, Fox Sports Radio Philadelphia, presented by Pure Auto Insurance. Fox Sports 1480 AM, 102.5 FM, The Gambler. In Philly, there's a group that brings diehard sports fans together as one big family through tailgate and road trips. Now the guys from Green Legion are bringing the tailgate to the airwaves. Quimby, Hollis Tank Thomas, Michael Diaz, and Chris Sack always keep the party going, so crack a beer. Take a shot. We'll tailgate now on Green Legion Radio.
All right, everybody, Green Legion Radio on Fox Sports The Gambler live here at the patio. My name is Quimby. I am joined alongside to my left, doing absolutely nothing as usual. Correct. Super Sam Brady. Into the mic there. Michael Diaz, Chris Sack, producing Kyle Slash, Nonamaker, and of course the backbone of Green Legion Radio. Number 78 in your program, number 1 in your hearts, Mr. Hollis Tank. Feedback, Thomas. I told you these speakers are too close. Are the speakers too close? Turn them away. There we go. All right, that might work for a little bit. Wow, you hear that?
Just a little bit.
Right, well, whatever. You bring it down a little bit, Tree, until we get to where we need to be. Everybody, we're live from Xfinity Live. Let's get some. We're in a playoff race. Everybody's show is brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer, Michelob Ultra, Stateside Vodka, and Stateside Bourbon. Diaz. Woo! Dave Baluso, State Farm. Yeah, I agree. Greater Philadelphia Health Action, Crab du Jour, and The Fin. Bucks County Baseball Company. The website's bigger than the showroom, buckscountybaseballco.com. MCS Residential and MCS Custom Cabinetry for all your residential contracting needs. Check them out at mcsinc-pa.com. That's mcsinc-pa.com. 10% off your entire order, regardless of the size, if you mention the Green Legion. And, of course, our good friends over at Twin Spires. I didn't say that out loud.
Not at all. Didn't hear you.
Twin Spires.
Flyers.
Yeah, I'll see if I get yelled at for that. So, again, a lot to get to today. I think we got some Christmas kaja left over.
I do. I got some new ones, too, from Tuesday.
I did some Giants kaja.
Good.
So
everyone loves kaja.
Everybody loves an ass whooping when it comes to the Giants from the Eagles standpoint as well. And one of the greatest plays in Eagles-Giants history, we actually had somebody on the field somebody on the sideline on our panel that was there at that time. That's the Brian Westbrook return.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. Let's recap Tuesday's game. Because it was an excellent win. You know what? We're going to be all positive today.
Of course, Dave's not here.
Because Spuds isn't around.
Yeah, we'll go positive.
Don't, you guys stop. You can't make fun of Dave anymore. He's got a hat on.
I don't know why that was so funny. It was just great.
No, it reminded me of old school. Come on, bring your green hat.
Bring your hat.
You and your green hat.
Snoop a loop.
Dave was a little bummed out of shape.
Anyway, we talked about this a little bit before. If Tree ever gets this figured out, there we go. I think that sounds a little better. There we are. What did you just do?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing, which is what you are about to become.
So we give the Eagles a hall pass for that first quarter last week. It was 23 days that Jalen Hurts had not played. So, shaking the rust off a little bit, although you kind of want to see them come out a little bit more on fire, knowing that
more crisp.
Well, just knowing that it's a playoff race.
And Sirianni giving him the business after his fumble. I mean,
like
that right there, I enjoyed that thoroughly. It was awesome.
I like seeing that type of intensity on the sideline. And then the player not just like shooing it to the side.
Or requesting a trade.
Yeah, exactly. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. But we can dwell on that, or we could get on. I want to get on to what we here for.
Well, and we will.
I'm
thankfully,
anxious,
we're here to nourish you, our sweet flower.
Good thing.
All right.
Oh, his balls did break. His Christmas balls, that is.
Mm-hmm. They broke?
Yeah, they broke. That's why he's not wearing them around
That's
his
why I'm
neck.
not wearing them around my neck.
It's a sad day.
It's a sad day. Busting my balls.
That's what you get.
Chuck, the balls
Anyway,
are breaking them.
one of the things I liked out of the Redskins game,
Football team?
Washington football team,
Footballish team. Not quite all the way there as a professional team.
it was a little bit more of a balanced attack. You had 33 rushes from Howard and Sanders compared to 26 passes. Now, Jalen Hurts had 8 more rushes, but I think 2 or 3 of them may have been designed. The rest were coming out of a scramble, or a broken play. So I'm liking a little bit more balanced attack on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, 21 for 26. Jalen Hurts for 298 yards, whatever it was. I think he had a quarterback rating of about 110.
Probably his best since he's been here.
It's probably his best game. Washington was, decimated on defense, but some of the throws he made to Greg Ward, a couple throws to Goddard. The
lone man out, Greg Ward.
Hey, it was a great throw, great catch. He looked great yesterday. Let's see it.
That was Tuesday. You mean Tuesday?
Tuesday.
You're still on the player show.
Yeah.
Still on the player show.
We have some concerns still on defense, but they held the football team to 17 points. So
my only
with short fields.
Yeah, but my only concern is when we play at home, we still only have 1 sack here.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, we need to do something.
No, we have 3 sacks now. But that's
oh boy.
Right.
Yeah, you're really driving the number up.
That's 3 times as many as we had going into Tuesday's game. But let's go down the panel. Diaz, Sack, then Tank. Your pros and cons from Tuesday's game. What do you got?
The pros was I like that they stuck with they got down by 2 scores pretty early, kind of on fluky. Well, like maybe the Hurts fumble wasn't as fluky, but
The interception was fluky.
Interception was fluky, and Goddard's got to make that pass and everything like that. But I like that they stuck with the game plan, and man, it pains me to say this with Quimby and Hollis here, but they're just like road grading these guys, and it might not work in the first quarter, but when you stick with it, with a team like this, with this offensive line and the way that they're playing, by the fourth quarter, the other team is just kind of worn down, but physically and mentally, it seems. Yeah, get better as the game goes on.
Yeah, I already kind of hashed on my pro. I love the way that Nick Sirianni has been calling the game. I loved his reaction, how he went after Jalen Hurts when he came off the field. I loved how Jalen Hurts took the verbal lashing like a man.
That thing was this big. You took it like a man.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. Like what we've seen is the growth and maturity of a first-year head coach and a first-year starting quarterback. And that right there, the relationship, you saw the respect that Hurts had for him, not going back after him and verbally saying probably what he wanted to say, but he knew as a coach's son, hey, I did something wrong there. That's on me. It's my play. And he took it. And the rest of the game, he was just outstanding after that. My cons, this is what Tank kind of elaborated on. We need to get more pressure. I didn't see Gilbert Gottfried's jersey dirty until the final 2 series of that game. I mean, he was getting messed up. But with a makeshift offensive line and them being on their 5th string center, I would have expected to see a little bit more of Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave in that backfield.
My pros are I like the fact that we finally found an identity as a team.
we're a running team, that we're a balanced team, a balanced attack team, where we can throw the ball and we can start doing things to make us one of those juggernauts offensively, like what I was showing somebody last night, where you're a good
Juggernaut
offense.
is a great word because Jordan Howard reminds me of that character from X-Men.
You should play him. It all goes Marvel to the Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
He's playing Juggernaut.
So when you look at it, when you're able to run the ball the way we are, you can pass where you want to, and that's what I was reiterating to my esteemed colleague Quimby there last night. When he was saying we needed to make more passes downfield. I was like, but when you're knocking the snot out of somebody, and then you're knocking the snot, and then you come with that play action fake, they don't have that energy to get that rush that they would if we were passing all the time. They don't have that energy to rotate like they want to, and we're able to hit those big passes downfield. Now the cons were, as everybody knows, I'm defense. I'm also showing them some things on defense where we didn't have to blitz, but they don't have to always know who's coming. They don't have to always know who's coming. You have to trick the offensive line sometimes, especially when you have makeshift offensive linemen and you have pigeons. Because when you have the pigeons, they don't know. They just want to block the guy in front of them. Sometimes the guy may be dropping and a DB or a linebacker is coming, and that's how you see those guys when they're running free towards the quarterback. I want to see that. I want to see that with our defense. That's the only thing. Some creativity on our defense is what I would like to see.
Agreed. As you brought up, we only have 3 sacks at home. And here's a negative, and I'll bring it up. Fletcher, look, dude, up until Tuesday, you had 1 sack. Hollis says it all,
No
all
pun
the time.
intended.
Yeah.
We have 1 sack, too.
Giggity.
All right.
Tank says it all the time. Act like you've been there.
Yep.
There's no reason. I get that you're pumped up, but I don't want to see you crawling on the ground like you've actually done something this year. All right, you have 2.5 sacks. That means you're getting paid $6.5 million per sack right now.
Also, another pro to Quimby is the fact that we're going to be in DC next week. I see you have it on here on the run sheet. Why don't you tell them how we can sign up for that other bus that we got going? For the
closed
show?
up.
Closed up.
That's a bit outside.
All right. Well, hey,
Closed up.
Just making sure that we're filling those buses for Sunday. When we're on the way down, we're doing the show next Sunday from a bus.
I think we're crapping out on the second bus. So we're going to focus on bus number 1 and just enjoy.
You sure?
The 50 people that are going. Yeah,
You positive?
Well, yeah, you tell people that, when it's time to sign up, you got to do it, and you have 40 people ready to go, and 6 do. So
We're in the playoff push, baby.
I don't understand, but that's all right. There's a negative.
One of the
Don't say you're going to sign up for a trip when we tell you to, and then you don't yet. Richards.
You are so jolly today. The Christmas spirit has overcome you.
Fa la la la.
I wish I had my soundboard right now.
Because the good news is you're fired.
That's why the pregame show is my preferred one. I do not get fired generally.
Here's another point I want to bring up, and I tried to explain to Dave on Tuesday when we were talking about this at the Players Show. By the way, this Tuesday at the Finn, formerly Mad Rex at the Fillmore in Fishtown, Jack Driscoll. Jack Driscoll will be joining us from 6 to 8. We're on from 6 to 8. He'll be joining us from 7 to 8. So make sure you guys come on down and join us there. By the way, Jessica is 22 years old today.
Happy birthday, Jessica!
Happy birthday.
Jessica, I'm 51 and still going strong. We'll talk later on.
Debatable.
Take the red pill or the blue pill?
Always the blue pill.
Yeah, that's the bit outside. I don't know how they're laying off these pitches.
One of the things that I took from last Tuesday's game, Dallas Goedert wants to be considered as one of the best tight ends in the league, and I get one drop, which you saw in the first drive, but that second drop in the second half, it was all right, dude. I love seeing the fact that he's been a little bit more of a focal point in the offense, especially the passing game, which has not really matriculated like we expected because this team. And by the way, I guarantee Jeffrey Lurie has a bunch of stress balls in his office, knowing that he
Stop doing that with your hands.
Now,
Please.
now that he knows that his identity is a running team, I guarantee he's pissed. He's completely pissed. But
he'll take the wins though.
I want to see in pressure situations. I want to see Dallas Goedert come up bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
He had a great game. He had a touchdown. He had 7 catches for 117 yards.
Yeah, 39.
139, whatever it was.
Could have had another one on that second drop, though.
And the thing is, though, he's young, and you don't like to see it. Now let's see him correct it and just get better.
Well, that's
you don't
it.
want it to become a
That's
trend.
it. Yeah, as long as we don't
He's
see
great.
that
We like him.
trend,
Yeah.
because at this point you got to be uber focused. You have to be completely focused with what's going on because you're battling with Minnesota, who has to play Green Bay and
They play the Rams today.
the Rams today. We have a cakewalk compared to Minnesota's schedule.
Yeah, but it's one thing that I want to mention, and I don't know if anybody's paying attention to this. Last year they
Nobody's paying attention to the hand you raise when you want to talk. But that's all right.
He's got tequila on the rocks in his hand, man.
So apparently you saw my hand. So as I digress, you remember last year one of these teams, this team we're about to play, we put them out the playoffs by pulling our quarterback.
Yeah, they got their they got their revenge game.
They got it out of the way.
No. This is their revenge game because this is the one that they could just take it to us.
If this is not a complete and total ass whooping,
I know
today,
that's what I'm saying.
We'll get you.
We need it to be that.
With Jake from State Farm quarterbacking.
Well, I think they think Jake Fromm is going to be competing for the starting job next year with Daniel Jones.
He's going to be competing for the guy that cuts the coconuts off the pineapple trees down in Miami, so they don't hit you in the head on the beach.
I'm just saying.
Well, we were saying this playoff race in Minnesota, they got a tough race. We know exactly. We've seen this story a million times before. Minnesota is actually going to be in the driver's seat going into the last week, and Minnesota will do whatever they need to blow it. Yeah. So I'm not concerned about Minnesota. They will do what they do.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins sucks.
Now, see, this is what you have to take advantage of today, Quimby, is the fact that we've lost 2 in a row now to the Giants, right?
Yep.
So in the last 5 seasons, the Giants are 23-57. The Jets are 22-58. They're the 2 worst records in football. You cannot possibly, if you want to be taken seriously as a playoff team in this league, you have to win this game. And as Tank would say, you need to throttle this team.
Yes.
I got destroy.
Make a statement.
I have a quick question for everybody, and I think this is valid. We didn't get an opportunity to talk about it much on the Players Show on Wednesday.
You were coddling somebody.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, we have to.
I know, I'm going to tease you.
But again, Green Legion Radio live here on Fox Sports Radio in Philadelphia, broadcasting from 1100 Social here at Xfinity Live. We're in a situation right now where you see people expecting more. Now, I get it. This team is young. We weren't supposed to even compete for a playoff spot. But I want to get everybody's take here. I get you. All right, just let me finish. I want to get everybody's take here on the Miles Sanders tweet, followed up by Darius Slay, regarding Jalen Reagor, and what seems to be nothing more than a millennial whining like a little bitch. Sorry, I'm saying it.
Who do you love more, Penn State fans, millennials, Notre Dame fans?
People in general.
I'd like to put them all in the Christmas stocking and beat them with a bat.
There you go. That's.
But Miles, look, I get that you want to. Miles Sanders, I get that you want to come to the rescue of your teammate, Jalen Reagor, who deserved every bit of the booze that he received. But you might want to focus on yourself first, because fact of the matter is, you were on a mission to get booed yourself with your consistent east-west running that got you nowhere. It took for Jordan Howard to come back and show you how to run north and south for you to adjust a little bit of your game. So be careful, because the boos were about to rain down on you, and the only reason why they didn't is because your ass couldn't stay on the field long enough or stay healthy enough to be consistent enough to show everybody how bad your east-west running style was. So look in the mirror before you talk. Not only that, this is not the first time you berated Eagles fans. You did that in the beginning of 2020 when everything was going awry. Oh, we expect this. And now we know that Carson Wentz can play. So don't tell us that we should have expected more out of our team last year. You can kiss my ass, straight up.
I don't have any problems with, I'll start this by, fans can boo whenever they want.
Thank
they
you.
can boo whenever they want. With that in mind, though, It equally pisses me off when we as a collective, Eagles fans, Philly fans, get bent out of shape when a player claps back like that. I don't have any problem with what he said. He's protecting his player.
Correct.
And it doesn't bother me. He's allowed to do it. I don't think it doesn't stop the ability for people to boo, but I just think for us to get bent out of shape is real. It's real soft sauce.
I think
real soft.
I think the timing of it was
It's applesauce.
It wasn't called for. He didn't do anything to be booed at those times in the game
It's
where he was
stupid.
booed.
The fans are being
Now,
stupid.
if he muffs a punt or or he drops a pass, boo him. That's fine. But like everybody was
Erroneous. Erroneous. He deserved it. This is the first time we were back at home in a month.
But he makes a
The
catch.
first time we were back at home in a month. We never had an opportunity to boo him
For the other stuff.
after that
Oh,
Giants
really?
game.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
Prime
so that,
okay.
that makes it right. No, listen, and it's not for a lack of effort. I think the guy is trying hard. I think he wants to be good. But,
Try harder.
But listen, you guys are booing a guy that Howie messed up the pick on and took the wrong guy in the first round. You're booing him because he's not Justin Jefferson. That's the problem. It wasn't his fault. He didn't say, Howie, please take me with that pick. You want to boo him, man? Boo the guy that's in the booth sitting next to Jeffrey Lurie. That's who you should boo.
Yeah. Well, those are not the guys who missed the passes. And what I got 1 minute. Well, let me make this. Let me make this quick then. The fact that
You just wasted 15 seconds with your
Shit.
narrative. Let's go.
shut it up. Thank you. As I finish this up, as I drink my tequila.
Oh my God, you have nothing. There's 30 seconds. Let's
Okay,
go.
Shut up. Thank you. Basically, if I'm in the locker room and a player is worried about what the crowd is saying, that means you're not doing your job. And there's
Good. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate that.
You need to handle your business, and the crowd will take care of itself. All that back and forth and the clap back stuff, you don't need to clap back at fans. The fans pay their money to see you, and if you're putting on a horrible performance, you deserve to get booed. I'll be here all week.
All right. Thank you for that stopwatch segment there, Tank. We appreciate that. Everybody, Green Legion Radio live on Fox Sports The Gambler here in Philadelphia and from the patio of 1100 Social here at Xfinity Live. Pregame show. Don't forget the Harry Mays pregame show coming up right after this. We're brought to you by our friends at MCS Residential, MCS Custom Cabinetry for all your residential contracting needs. Contact them at 484-202-3656. That's 484-202-3656. Green Legion Radio on Fox Sports The Gambler. Back right after this.
Greater Philadelphia Health Action, Jeep.
All clear, guys, all clear.
Rural health, pharmacy, child development, prenatal, pediatrics, adults, specialty services,
I
and
think we're good. It sounds good.
vaccine.
All right, Slash, I am definitely deferring to your judgment. Your call, all
Were
good.
we having any issues?
Appointment today by calling
It was like a little skippy at points, but I think it got back on
GPHA.
track.
That's
I keep listening to the app and it sounds good to
1-888-296 GPHA.
Can't be any more
It definitely got-
Oh, God. Tim's had to deal with some rough connections.
Tim's like, oh man, it
This
sounds
is who
great.
you
Sounds
want to talk to.
fantastic.
Everything
We're
from
like,
additions,
okay,
renovations,
we'll talk.
kitchens, baths, closet organization.
No,
I need you guys back on the bus. That was the smoothest we ever had it.
I know.
MCSinc-PA.com
we take it-
or call them
we'll
at
drive a bus around Madison
484-202-3656.
for the home game.
That's 484-202-3656.
Love that.
To the Green Legion to get 10% off any.
All right, guys, got about 2 minutes, 55 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Patty Ice. Here's a cold call. I convinced NFL teams to turn to cold water washing with Tide.
The NFL, your uniforms get dirty.
Tide can handle it, even in cold. Plus, if fans join in, they can save up to $150 on their energy bill.
Looks like you just made the team, rookie.
Turn to cold with Tide.
And that's the bottom line.
It's got to be Tide. Energy savings based on average from switching from hot to cold and non-aging machines.
Life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good. That's why your State Farm agent is there with good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates for everyone. Yep, that's right. At State Farm, you get great service and great rates with every policy, so you can be prepared for all of life's surprises. Like a good neighbor? You want the real deal? Call Dave Babuso's State Farm agent, 856-740-2. That's 856-740-5012.
Psoriatic arthritis made my joints stiff, swollen, painful.
Tremfya is approved for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Emerge Tremfyant. Tremfya can help reduce joint symptoms at 24 patients reported less fatigue as assessed by survey 1 week prior. Individual results may vary.
Tremfya is taken by injection at week 0 and 4, and then every 8 weeks. Following the 2 starter doses, that's 6 doses a year. By prescription only, serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
What are we looking at here?
Urge Tremfya.
Got about a minute 05, 65 seconds.
Thank you.
Or visit Tremfya.com and talk to your doctor about Tremfya. See our ad and help.
Coming back to the Ramones.
Mattress Firm's year-end sale and put an end to junk sleep. Save up to $500 when you get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying ceiling purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop top-selling brands and get up to 50% off select mattresses, like Sealy Twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Serta Twin mattresses at $349.99. And shop with confidence thanks to our low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Close. iHeartRadio. Get ready to celebrate the year in music. We came here to have a good time at our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Comes to live.
Coming back to Fox March 22nd.
Oh, man.
Live from Los Angeles.
iHeartRadio does their music awards a little bit differently.
Are you guys ready?
Here we go. 10 seconds. Coming back.
And the iHeartRadio Music Award goes to...
Thank you.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Keep it on.
The Gambler, presented by Cure Auto Insurance.
A little bit, yeah. Wow. Jack still doesn't realize we're on right now. It's okay. We're live. We're back, everybody. He's blooming over here. Yeah, he's blooming right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'd rather you be a blooming onion.
I was thinking the same thing.
Everybody, Green Legion Radio live here on Fox Sports Gambler in Philadelphia, bar in 1100 Socials Patio. Excellent crowd out here, almost 400 people today for our tailgate. GreenLegion.com for the last tailgate of the season, which is Dallas on January 9th. Real quick, want to talk about our sponsor, Twin Spires, everybody. Twin Spires. Download the Twin Spires Casino and Sports app in Google Play or your iTunes store. Open up an account using the code Legion10. That's Legion 10 for those who don't know how to spell, which are many of you. Deposit $10, bet $10. The next day, you'll have $250 in your account, and they are now legal in New Jersey. They are now legal in New Jersey. As far as the under bets go, kind of got bit in the ass the last 2 weeks. Down about $3,000 the last 2 weeks, except this week has been all under, all the time. It's been a nice little run. So back up about $2,500 this week. What are the birds today?
-10.
Ooh.
Yeah, we started at 8.5. Now it's up to 10.
I still like them -10, to be honest with you. I don't think the Giants score more than 6 this entire time.
That's a nice one.
Anybody got anything they want to add?
I said it was going to be 28-17.
Okay, so they still cover. Zach.
Prediction. Pain.
I think this is the point where I'd like to add, since we're talking about betting and gambling. COVID, thank you for your Christmas gift of ruining everyone's fantasy football playoffs. I'm like,
Right.
I'm down Lamar Jackson, so I have Tyler Huntley. Not bad. Down him. I'm down everybody. I have 8 guys that listed as out.
Nobody cares about your fantasy team.
Everyone cares about my fantasy.
No, we don't. We just hope you lose.
We did. So once again, Twin Spires Casino and Sports app. Make sure you download it. You didn't hear that from me.
What'd you do?
All right, you
What'd
guys.
you say?
Shut up. So here we go. Time to talk about the Eagles versus the Giants game.
What'd you say?
The Eagles versus the Giants.
Oh,
I take offense to that.
I hope you would.
is that, your name is.
And by the way, we are looking for a new intern here on Green Legion Radio. Everybody.
Excuse me, your name is Jenna?
Wow.
No, Jenna?
Yeah, right. So first, let's get to the injury report. Zach, what do you got?
All right, so for the Birds, everybody is active today. Sean Bradley is out on the COVID list, but we get left guard Landon Dickerson back. Miles Sanders and Jordan Mailata both did not practice the other day, but they are full go. Everybody is ready to roll today.
What about Kelsey?
Kelsey's good.
Full go, baby.
Kelsey's good. Yeah.
Who said Kelsey was out?
No, Travis Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Oh,
Travis Kelsey is out. So for those of you that haven't fantasy football,
who gives a
take
damn?
him out of your lineup.
Yeah, I didn't.
Diaz, do you have him too? Yeah, Mailata's good.
Oh, take him on fantasy? Okay.
No.
Got that right.
Giants suck.
Yeah, Giants do suck.
All right, Tank, let's start trenches, baby.
Okay, we're going to start off with the Pigeons on the Giants line. We can start with Matt. It's Perter Peach and Will Hernandez. And actually, pretty much their whole offensive line is like decimated in injuries. They've given up 28 sacks and a bunch of pressures and a bunch of hits.
So we should get 1.5 today.
We should at least get 2 or 3. If they do some things that I think that they're going to do, especially with cutting up the line and running some line stunts for our guys. These guys have immense amounts of trouble with line stunts. That's how a lot of the teams are killing them up front with a 4-man rush.
Do we run any stunts?
Yes, we run stunts, but we tend to run right into the other opposing offensive line and just let them have their way with us. But in looking at their offensive line, the up the gut stunts and the TE stunts should work. They are pretty good. They are pretty good offensively for the run. And here it is. Sorry about that. They run pass. It's like they're 27th, so they kind of stink on offense. My bad. They're better on defense. Their defense is actually swallowing the guys on the interior, the 3 guys. But between them, there's 7.5, there's 5.5, 3.5, and 2.5 sacks from the interior 3. And we always have that.
There were 4 there.
But it was 3. But it's 3 guys.
David 3-4.
3-4. They were on 3-4. So it's like the between if Danny Shelton, he's questionable, but the other guy, between all those guys, all of them have sacks, and they actually are pretty prominent in getting pressure up the gut. The one thing that I do want us to do, as far as like defensively, because I'm speaking more about defense, because I feel like this is a game that we need to step up and exact some dominance, because this offense is just waiting to be dominated. They're on their third string quarterback, a guy who hasn't played that much in the NFL, but they're looking at him to to promote him. Jake from State Farm. They're looking at him to promote him to actually battle out with Daniel Jones next year. So this should be a game that, and on top of that, as I said earlier, I feel like this is going to be a game they're going to pull out some extra stuff offensively to try to stop us.
And real quick, I want to point out the guy in the crowd wearing the Detroit Lions outfit.
Oh, dear Lord.
For no reason whatsoever.
God bless his soul.
Well, he's okay.
Thanks for that gift game back in late October over Halloween. We appreciate it.
I did just see a guy with a Matt Jones jersey, New England, walking by. So there's a couple of people here just for nothing.
Somebody has a Mac Jones jersey?
Yeah, Matt Jones, yeah.
What's worse, the Lions jersey or the authentic Rager jersey?
Yeah.
I would think I would think the Target in the stands blue and red and white suit we got
He's
out
real
here.
festive.
Yeah. I don't like pushing business away, but guy wearing a Mac Jones jersey, kick that jackass out of here.
Now on our defensive line, we have, as he said, we have 3 home sacks. Let that sit in, 3 home sacks. I'm looking for the guys up front, especially whoever lines up over Matt Pete and Will Hernandez. I'm looking for those guys to make sport of those guys, because they've been getting made sport of all season long. So we should have a good day.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Zach, let's get to running backs, brother.
Yeah, well, Dave Bavuso has to love these free plugs for State Farm. Jake from State Farm, he's got to love this stuff.
State
there
Farm,
you go.
Dave Bavuso, State Farm.
All right, running backs.
Williamstown, New Jersey.
Yes, running back. Saquon Barkley for the Giants is the starter. First round pick, 2nd overall in 2018. Promising first 2 seasons. Not too good the last 2 years. Only 2 games in 2020 after tearing his ACL. Has missed 4 games this season. 429 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns on 115 carries this season. Has seen most success in his career against the Eagles, although the Giants are only 1-4 in those games against the Birds, which is the most frequent one that we wound up losing up there when we turned the ball over 4 times. Backup running back Devonte Booker, he's actually having an equal season to Barkley. 113 carries for 506 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Barkley
rushing.
hasn't played for
but those 4 games, but he's only started 4, so he's seeing limited time, but he has more rushing yards than Barkley does.
Yeah, but also, Zach, they're using Devonte Booker in more different situations and more. Sometimes you look back there, you think it's Saquon, but it's actually Devonte Booker.
Yeah.
So they use them on fourth down and some key situations.
They also pass to them a lot. I mean, the Barkley has 37 receptions for 248 yards, receiving and 2 touchdowns. Booker on the other side has 32 receptions for 237 yards and a touchdown. They're going to be doing a lot of check down Charlie stuff today between the two of those running backs.
Well, let's get to receivers because our good friend Irving Fryer did not make it in today. He's feeling a little under the weather. No COVID, but just feeling a little under the weather. So, Dr. Reverend Irving Fryer, make sure you get better, everybody. Make sure
$6 and change.
Send our prayers and stuff with you.
By the way, we haven't had a fire up statement yet. Everybody, EAGLES, Eagles! All right, so from a receiver standpoint, on the Giants side of the ball, the only receiver they have is Kenny Golladay. And he's coming up injury. He's coming up, but he's also coming up against Darius Slay, Pro Bowl selected Darius Slay,
former teammates.
I saw somebody walking around with a Tony jersey. Thanks for that donation.
Yeah, he's over there.
Kadarius,
He's hiding behind a hood.
Kadarius Toney, he was reinstated from the COVID-19 list yesterday, but also battling injury for a couple of weeks prior to that. Hasn't played in 4 games. And they do have concerns about his conditioning right now. We actually won't know if he is starting until 11:30 a.m.
Wow.
So this is an absolute game time decision. That leaves your second wide receiver is Pharaoh Cooper, which Pharaoh Cooper.
Pharaoh.
Oh.
All right, so
we're the pyramids.
And
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's alive. He
He's
breathes.
a guy. But he's more of a return specialist than anything else.
Now here's a guy.
As far as Eagles receivers, expect Dallas Goedert to have a game, but just seems like if they have any sense and sensibility about them, they're just going to jam the ball down their throat all day long. Run. So maybe you see a couple nice plays off of play action. You hope to see one bomb. Maybe we see Quez getting in the mix with a nice deep ball, but outside of that, just expect not a mucho.
You think we're going to see Devontae Smith line up at tight end again? We're going to put Darius Slay back out there, wide receiver?
I think so. I mean, Devonte Smith plays like he's 245.
The one thing about Devonte Smith, we all have to say is he can play this. Remember, we were so worried about his frame.
You were worried about his frame.
Get
The
out
Slim
of here.
Reaper,
I'm saying
baby.
We, as in general, everybody.
Well, no, because it was only you.
It wasn't me. I wasn't worried about his frame.
Yes, you were.
I was very happy with the pick. But,
Who brought it up?
Every game, he gets limited opportunities and makes plays every game.
Sack, linebackers.
All right, linebackers, they do, as we had talked about in Trench Talk with Tank, they have a 3-4 base defense, so they start 4 linebackers. Sam linebacker, Lorenzo Carter, right inside linebacker, Reggie Ragland, weak inside linebacker, Tay Crowder, but outside linebacker is a rookie. He's the standout amongst the 4. Azeez Ojulari set the Giants' sack record for a rookie on December 5th with 6.5. He now has 8 on the season. He's a guy that's going to be on Jalen Hurts. If they have anybody between their front 7 that's going to be after Jalen Hurts today, it's going to be this guy. Keep an eye on him.
Secondary for the New York Giants is an interesting situation right now.
Bradbury and a bunch of clowns.
Yeah.
Well, you got Jabril Peppers out.
Oh, he's out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Darnay Holmes more than likely out. Also, Adoree Jackson, Aaron Robinson, Keon Crossan, and J.R. Reed all on the COVID list.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
So we're all starting in their secondary today.
The 4 of us have a better shot of running a 40 faster than their practice squad right now.
I don't know.
And then, you have Slay and Maddox playing really well at the corners. I do like what Epps and McLeod are, they're playing serviceable. They're not a standout. We don't have a standout safety at the strong or free position at this point, but they're playing well enough. And as long as Slay and Avante can continue to play the way they're playing, again, going up against Kenny Galladay, and Pharaoh Cooper, look, everything about this game screams they should whoop their ass. Of course, that doesn't happen in the NFL, unfortunately, but everything says
there's going to be a can opened up.
Yeah, division games are always like that. You don't expect that. I mean, you were lucky enough to get the Eagles against the football team at 6.5. It closed at what, 9.5, and we won by 10. So these lines are set for a reason. Vegas knows what they're doing. So you want to sit there and look at it and be like, division game, hey, we're going to take the Giants underneath that. I'll tell you what, this right here, the Birds need to establish themselves today. You need to create your identity and get it out there and just slaughter this team.
Diaz, let's get the quarterbacks, baby.
Quarterbacks here. First off, congratulations to Pro Bowl alternate Jalen Hurts for his record-setting quarterback rushing TD record last week. He broke Mike Vick's record. I think the NFL record is 14.
It's probably Cam Newton.
I think so, but with 3 games to left, it's certainly within reach.
And be your mom's favorite player? What?
But hey, he's, like we said earlier, Jalen Hurts coming off the best game of his career. When you keep him moving a little bit, he's not accurate. We know that. We're winning without it. Trying to look at it overall, the last 7 games, the Eagles, we know the rushing. They're second in the league in points scored, 29 and a half points over 7 games. I mean, that's not all on the quarterback, but he's the leader on the field. Like I said, voted to a Pro Bowl alternate. This is a game where, just like last week, hey, you threw for what, 296 last week?
Yeah, right around there.
I think that it's going to be that 500-yard type game. They're going to run the ball, and then a couple of deep passes to Goddard and Devonte, hopefully, or Quez, whatever you choose. But we're supposed to be having fun here, so let's talk about the Giants quarterbacks. Okay, Daniel Jones,
Jake Fromm, State Farm.
We're going through all. We'll get to Jake Fromm, but because he has never played it down in his life here.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. He was 6 for 12 last week. Yes, that's right. He never made a start. He started because Mike Glennon. Thank you, Sack, on our way in here today. Mike Glennon, he of the yardstick neck, is not starting. He's a healthy scratch.
I wonder why. Is it the 3 interceptions he threw last week?
It's something to do with that. Now, what Sack had told me, this is great. He has made $30 million in his career. Mike Glennon, God. He has 2 wins. He averages $15 million a win.
Awesome.
18.05 was from the Bears.
And a close second place is Fletcher Cox on sacks.
$1 million per inch of his neck.
So 18 of that was from Tampa Bay. They traded him to the Bears.
So let's talk about Jake Fromm here. Jake Fromm, we all remember because he was a starter at Georgia for 300 years. He's 6'2", 215. He was a 5th-round pick out of Buffalo, I believe, last year. Here's the NFL.com scouting report before he was drafted. Full field reader, shown a consistent ability to change plays, make smart pre- and post-snap concerns. Arm strength, and natural ability are question marks. He's an intelligent game manager whose range is good backup to mid-league starter. This guy sounds like a future NFL coach. There's a spider chart. Which
why don't we do this? I got to get to a live read. Let's come back so we don't rush you through your quarterback. We've got special teams.
Yeah.
We're going to go over quarterbacks when we come back here.
Good.
Everybody, life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good. That's why your State Farm agent is there with good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates for everyone. Yeah, that's right. At State Farm, you get great service and great rates with every policy, so you can be prepared for all life's surprises. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When you want the real deal, call Dave Bavuso, State Farm Agency, 856-740-5012. That's 856-740-5012. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Green Legion Radio pregame show live on Fox Sports The Gambler and on the patio of 1100 Social here at Xfinity Live. Back with our final segment right after this.
What's all the buzz about nasal irrigation?
Hey, guys, all clear, all clear.
And should I try it? Here's the science. Airborne germs invade through your nose.
You got 4 minutes, 15 seconds.
And what
When
time do you
your
want
nose
us out
gets
by?
clogged, it's less effective and germs multiply.
If you could shoot for 56, that'd be great.
All right,
And
sounds
you
good.
get
All right,
sick.
we're going to have to race
Nasal
through.
irrigation is an
how much time
effective,
we have?
all-natural
4
way to
minutes.
clean.
We got to be out by 56.
Yeah, we're only going to have 10 minutes in best.
Clean goes in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and germs. I'm Martin Hope, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. It's the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls out the bad stuff so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. At Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Bed Bath, and Walmart. Or go to Navage.com for a free gift with purchase. Over 2 million sold. Navage, Navage. clean nose, healthy life.
Maybe.
Let a radio
Morals
ad
of the
from
show.
iHeart
What
Ad
did we
Builder
have in
reach the customers that will make 2022 a successful year for your business.
You don't
Create a
have
customized ad in just a few clicks and get your commercial on the air at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
This right here is the only time where I don't.
Do you
need to have
struggle
morals.
with occasional nerve aches, weakness?
Yo, Slash, I'll be right back. I'm going to step out for 1 minute.
Probably.
From the world's #1 selling nerve. Nervive contains alpha lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, and B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com.
Try great tasting Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients to support immune health. Those who tried Ensure Max Protein reported feeling more energy in just 2 weeks. For more information, including consumer survey details, please visit Ensure.com.
Bucks County Baseball Company is the premier vintage sports clothing and collectibles retail store in the tri-state. www.buckscountybaseballco.com or stop by their Bristol, PA location. Items from the Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, and much, much more. Again, www.buckscountybaseballco.com or stop by their Bristol, PA location. The showroom is huge and the website is even bigger. Bucks County Baseball Company, the name in Philly for vintage sports.
There's something for everyone on Discovery Plus. The streaming home of ghostly freakouts, muscle car spinouts, and 90-day makeouts.
I'm really in love with her.
Start your free trial today for exclusive originals and a huge collection of favorites.
Whoa!
Then dive into Nature Docs, geek out with the family, and get your grub on. I can eat this every day. The streaming home of true crime, paranormal, food, home, nature, romance, plus so much more. Discovery Plus. Start your free trial. Terms apply.
Always up.
All right, 90 seconds, 90 seconds.
Gotcha.
Board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit Bank of America. More rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Try Eucrisa for mild to moderate
60 seconds.
below the skin surface and can be used on almost everybody, like on the dimples of a diva. Yeah, roll your boat. Yeah, roll your... Or the shoulders of a chef. Look, Mom, I made jelly beans on toast. Steroid-free Eucrisa or below the skin surface. It blocks PDE4 enzymes, which is believed to reduce inflammation, even on the wrist of a rebel.
What did you do to your hair?
What?
The specific way Eucrisa works is not well defined. Prescription Eucrisa for mild to...
Guys got 25 seconds.
Do not use if you are Crisaboro ointment 2% or its ingredients. Allergic reactions including hives.
All right, coming back to Bombshell.
The most common side effect is application site pain, such as burning or stinging.
Come on, moms and dads. Check out Eucrisa.com and ask your doctor about Eucrisa. Can I sing one more song?
The Gambler, presented by Cure Auto Insurance.
Drop the bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up.
Live on Fox Sports Gambler and Walter Patio 1100 Social here at Killing Machine. Do not forget to stay tuned after our show for the Harry Davis pregame show here on Fox Sports. Harry, hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas to all of us. Tim O'Keefe never gets enough credit back at the studio, taking care of us. Appreciate you, brother. Merry Christmas.
Way better than Jason.
Yeah, much better than Josh. JJ. I like
better music choice too.
I like Barrett Brooks just ripping Jansen.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
I gotta look back on that.
It was great. Anyway, let's finish this up here. We got one more segment, and is everything okay, Connie? Okay, good. Diaz, what else you got with quarterbacks? And
we'll wrap it up.
team?
Yeah, just to give you an idea of what Jake Fromm is. We all remember him from Georgia. He's a little guy. On his little spider chart about his physical abilities,
does he have small hands?
Yeah.
unbelievably small hands.
Baby hands.
I imagine that
Tiny
Saturday Night Live skit with the woman with the small hands. He's in the third. I know this isn't like a big, huge thing, but he's in the 3 percentile of quarterbacks.
I would have had to hold his whopper for him.
He also has small arms. I mean, Zach is talking about he wants sacks. Like this guy, he's got to put the ball on the ground. He's going to have to put the ball on the ground.
Well, if we sack him, I think he'll put the ball on the ground. But I think they're kind of high on him because I don't know if you watched their last game. They took Glennon out because he sucked.
Trash, yeah.
Yeah, and so they put him in. And I think they were going to do it earlier, but Glennon wanted to go back in and he threw one last pick.
It's
got to hand it to him.
They are such a disaster, though. I mean, this morning I see that the Giants say they're bringing back Joe Judge and Daniel Jones.
What for?
Next year?
Laughable.
It's just Daniel Jones. Yeah, he's a quarterback here. Giants, you have no idea what you're doing. If you're going to fire Gettleman, the new GM is going to want his own coach. They are such a disaster.
Who says they're going to fire Gettleman?
Oh my God, he doesn't know what he's doing.
If Judge and Jones are back next year, Gettleman's back. That just makes this even more laughable for the Giants. Thank you for another losing season in 2022.
I didn't know the whole story behind Daniel Jones and Dave Gettleman, but this is how Dave Gettleman identified this guy. At the Senior Bowl the year before he was drafted, at the Senior Bowl, he played 2 series in the Senior Bowl, and Gettleman was sold. He's a quarterback from Duke. He had a terrible record. He threw for 170 yards a game. Dave Gettleman, if he's not, good for us.
Yes.
Good for us. They are a dumpster fire. I don't know who's worse, the Giants or the WTF WFT. I mean, it's a battle 1 and 2.
Will you teach me to football?
LOF, WTF, WFT?
Yeah, the WTF WFT. That's what we're going with.
That's
so
awesome.
quarterbacks, you're right. It's got to be a complete ass whooping today. Just get after them.
Yes, get after them early and often.
Do we have anything on special teams? Do we care?
They're special.
Nah, they're special. let's get a return.
Let's do Kaja.
All right, everybody.
Let's get right to it. It's time for Kaja.
It's time for Kaja, and unfortunately, Slash does not have his headset on.
Slash doesn't have his headset on. It's time for Kaja.
He's out on Kaja this week.
Yeah, that's okay. So we're supposed to have an intro for Kaja that was supposed to be done like 2 weeks ago. Oh,
Professional.
Slash.
I think
Professional on that.
Yellow.
Yeah. Where's our intro for Kaja?
Right here. Time for kick-ass or jackass.
Time for a kick-ass
or
jackass.
They don't call him the best producer in the league for nothing.
That was his 30th take.
Voice of an angel.
I'll call
Chirping. Stop. Anyway, time to get to Kaja, baby. Kick-ass or jackass. Diaz.
You want me to start?
Yeah, this is our favorite segment, everybody. We're going to go over topics. And we're going to talk. We're going to say whether or not it's kick-ass or jackass. Diaz, go.
I'm doing Christmas topics. We'll start with Sack. We'll end up with Sam if she wants to talk into the mic. Starting off, Sack, kick-ass or jackass? Matching pajama family pictures.
Complete jackass. You'll never see it out of me and my family. The kids, yes. The
My
parents
family
should
and I?
never. Yeah, never.
I'm going to say kick-ass, but that guy in the Lions outfit, he's here with a Giants fan.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
That's a sad household right there.
I was cracking it. That's why I was trying to get you guys' attention. But I love the pajama photos. They're awesome. They look pretty fun.
Okay, good. Move on.
It should be a felony, jackass.
Thank you.
Why? Because you had to do it?
No, I didn't have to do it.
I agree. 3rd-degree felony. Tequila, shut up.
Jackass.
Total jackass. You
Thank
got
you.
one? You want me to keep going?
Keep going.
All right, next one. Sack, kick-ass or jackass? We all love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Absolutely.
How about the Green Legion Radio Christmas bonus checks?
Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year, Clark. I didn't see one of those this year, so jackass.
I'm going to say kick-ass. You never look a gift horse in the mouth, and you don't bite the hand that feeds you. Both of you Dick Cheney. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Our Christmas bonus is going to be matching pajamas for the Green Legion.
I hope you guys all realize that I have the veto to stop payment on y'all checks.
Yeah, I'm going to say complete and utter kick-ass, and you're all lucky you still have a job. There's your Christmas bonus.
Tell them again.
I'm just happy to be here.
Good answer, Sam. They're obviously kick-ass. Thanks, Quimby, for keeping us around.
Yeah.
The next one.
Hold on. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you bought yourself out.
Clyde Simmons. running for a touchdown off of Luis Zendejas' blocked field goal attempt to beat the Giants, I believe.
Yep.
1988, right? Does that sound about accurate? Remember that play?
Oh, yeah.
Zendejas' field, they run down the field 17-17. They're going to kick a field goal to win. Boom, gets blocked. Zendejas picks up the ball for whatever reason and laterals it. No, he laterals it to Clyde, and Clyde runs in for a touchdown. Good, Sam. Kick ass.
Kick ass.
I was being potty trained, but kick ass.
It was kick ass, and he wasn't trying to lateral. He was trying to throw it over his shoulder, and it just went to Clyde. That was the funny part.
Yeah. Clyde the Glide. Kick ass.
The hit. Chuck Bednar on Frank Gifford. There it is.
Yeah. Kathy Lee Gifford.
Kathy Lee. Best South Park episode. Kathy Lee, you bitch.
Sam, you going? Kick ass. Frank Gifford was out of the league for 2 years after that.
Yes.
Kick ass.
Kick ass. I knew Concrete Charlie. That was my guy.
Absolutely kick ass. This one's in everyone's run into this situation on Christmas. Arguing with your dad that he needs to label his gifts every year because he can never remember which gift is for who. Every year he refuses, leading you to being age 12, and you open a sex book that was meant for mom.
Ouch.
We've all run into that before.
No, we haven't, because mom only touches the gifts. Dad never does it. He sets them up underneath the tree. That is jackass.
And the other part of the jackass is now we know why you're messed up.
Sounds like such a personal problem.
I didn't know we were taking this that way.
I'm going to go kick ass because that's funny as hell.
Well, probably because your mom had to put you to bed in Punta Cana.
Wow.
And you were a Richard blocker, apparently.
Yeah. One of the reasons you wonder why Diaz is an expert in Kama Sutra. Total jackass.
He's got a book on Tantra.
That is correct. That is a jackass move.
Yeah.
All right, how about this one here? Sack, the elf on the shelf.
Complete jackass. It'll never happen in my household.
Isn't that the Indian in the cupboard thing?
That's why you got to move it every day. Like you got to put that little.
We don't have a whole lot of time. Let's go.
Jackass. I'm not moving nothing.
It's such a lazy concept, jackass.
Jackass.
Total jackass.
We all know Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yep.
We all know Miracle at the Meadowlands 2. Which I think Miracle at the Meadowlands 2 was so much more intense because of how many points you had to come down from.
Playoff implications.
However, 2009, the Eagles-Giants closing the Meadowlands, and one of the only times that I can safely say I enjoyed one of Donovan McNabb's dumbass moves.
Number 5 will always love you.
The phone?
When he grabbed the phone and talked to the Giants coaching staff, he got a penalty. It didn't matter. We closed down the Meadowlands in fine fashion. Giants fans can kiss my Richard. Oh, there you go. Kiss my.
Oh, we have our first volunteer.
No. Hey. No. It's great. Shut up.
Don't waste that on him.
It's great to see that you're finally
I thought
off.
you're 4-10.
You guys, really? It's great to see that you're finally off because Santa's workshop doesn't need you anymore. I got you.
Tiny hands.
Anyway, Diaz, one more?
Sure. Let me pull it up right here.
Harry, we're cutting into your time. Love you.
Here's an easy one. Kick ass or jackass? Sack? Mistletoe.
Jackass. You can kiss your girl wherever the hell you want.
Oh, wow. HR.
And we'll move on to Slash.
I'll take camel over missile.
Awesome sauce. There's not a damn thing I can say that will trump that.
How about Gobbler? Kick ass.
No, that's just
That was quite a tender moment.
Everybody, real fast.
You take us out.
Before we get out of here, Greater Philadelphia Health Action, GPHA, providing medical, dental, behavioral health, pharmacy, and child development services for over 50 years. Full family care for the entire family, prenatal, pediatrics, adult, specialty services, and more. COVID-19 vaccine and testing available. 11 locations throughout Philadelphia. Over 85,000 patients, including those with a camel. Telehealth and on-site appointments available. So, schedule an appointment today, 888-296-GPHA. That's 888-296-GPHA, or go to gphainc.org, gphainc.org for more information. On behalf of myself, Quimby, Super Sam, Diaz, Sack, Tank, Slash, DJ Tree, Tim O'Keefe back in studio. Happy holidays to everybody. F the Giants. You deserve an ass whooping, and it's coming right now. Harry Mays, take it away.
Go Birds!
When the kids turn on.
Yo, boys, all clear. Great show. Great show.
Awesome. Enjoy yourself.
Life can be chaotic. But Harrelson's Own seem.
Thanks, you guys too. Merry Christmas to everyone there.
We make every bottle of Harrelson's Own from 100% organic.